Hey guys, so watch this video for Friday. Can you believe it's Friday already? We have a short week because we had a holiday on Monday. Anyway, for Friday, June 4th, the SPY gapped down today. You see the daily there. Gap down, sold off, but then ended up bouncing and closing well above its open. So, you know, the strength in the market, in my opinion, it held the 20-day. The strength is still intact. Couple highlights from today. Let me actually start with GTT. Had it on the morning gap playlist. And I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, or I apologize if I'm wrong. I think it was Ramesh that kind of let everyone know, hey, this one's curling up. We already had this on the gap playlist. And I said over the mic after Ramesh's heads up, I like this over the highs, over 374. There was the trigger, and it went to 475. So about a buck in, I don't know, about 30 minutes or so, maybe closer to an hour. But I love the teamwork. Actually, those are 2-minute candles. So, yeah, it made a dollar move on a 375 basis, probably in about a half hour. You got to love that as a day trader. And then UONE is another highlight from today, which there's the daily big rip, but I want to show you the setup here. So UONE was really strong and topped out here at 1326. So you look to the left, and you can see yesterday's high was 1337. So a trader should say, hey, this is pretty darn strong. Now it's flagging. If this gets back over 1326, it's probably going to rip through yesterday's high as well. Well, Kevin P came out with the idea that over 13, that's probably enough. You know, whole number inflection point, probably enough to knock down these two dominoes. I got a screenshot. Wayne tweeted this. I just stole Wayne's tweet, took a screenshot of it. And talking about the teamwork in the chat room and everything, but you can see he grabbed it at 13. You also see a screenshot of Kevin P's great post right there, and a follow-up, I don't know, 8 minutes later to let everyone know, hey, it's curling. In other words, it's getting close. Gotta love that. Wayne put the arrow right there at the 13 entry, and it was just a huge move. I mean, it went from 13 to 1475 pretty darn quickly. I'll show you the chart again in just a second. But what I do want to talk about is Wayne's tweet. He didn't mention that in chat. He didn't take a screenshot of his post in chat where he offered, or I should say threatened. Threatened's a better word. He threatened to drive to Kevin P's house and kiss him on the mouth for that call. So just going to out Wayne there. You know, you're not supposed to out people. They're supposed to choose the time and place if they're coming out. But too late, Wayne. I did it for you. Anyway, UONE, you can see here, here's the actual way it unfolded, and just boom, right? So 5, 10, 15 minutes, it went up a buck. I'm sorry, way more than a buck. It went up $1.75. Great call. Kevin P should be on your hot script list if you're in the chat room. What are we watching for tomorrow? God, I can't type this for some reason. UPST, very strong, sitting near all-time highs. So I want to watch that one. Remember, I'm a day trader. I'm not in any of these. I'll be looking to trade them if I get an A+ setup in them tomorrow. WPG had this pop and then kind of flagging sideways. So we're going to keep our eyes on that one. EFOI. This had a really big volume day, really big move, but, and I know you already know what I'm going to say with the but, closed well off its high, so I don't love it, but it's still worth watching. You see what it did last time it did this. It never kind of revisited and just went dormant. So we'll see if it shows some volume. If the tape gets angry, as Wayne would say, we'll maybe have a look at it. KIN, big pop today. Closing off its highs, but big pop, so we're going to watch it. VTNR, really big move. Then it looked like it topped out. Then it gapped down, and now it's curling back up. So it's extended. It's pretty far from the moving averages, but it's also holding up well enough that we may get a little mini short squeeze in it. We'll see, right? Tesla, believe it or not, I typed that wrong. TSLA. Kind of rolled over today. It's 3 days down in a row. The reason I'm watching it, this is on Bounce Watch. I would like to see kind of intraday shape. You chat room members know what I mean by intraday shape, and maybe flush 550. Then I'll be looking below that. If we get shape into or below 550, I'll be looking for an intraday reversal just for a day trade, to be very clear on that. Very interesting to me. If that happens, right? BBBY, I don't love this because most of you know the way I trade and the way I think. I don't love this because it had this huge move yesterday, and now today has an inside day on less volume, and it could be a third day play. My problem with it is that it's almost round trip, so you've got a lot of bag holders. As a matter of fact, look at this is where it closed. So everybody from where my cursor is, everybody from here up yesterday and today is underwater. And this is talking about people that hold it overnight. But so that's something to think about. It's definitely got some bag holder resistance, if you will. But we might get a third day play, so I am going to watch it. All right. I think there's a lot of shorts in the name. ADMP, pretty decent sounding news today. So that makes me want to watch it. And a pretty strong close. It actually went up over $1.40. I wanted to watch this one in after hours, but I couldn't. I had something to do. So it probably gave a nice trade in after hours if anyone stuck around. Anyway, certainly worth watching. SKLZ. Interesting. Big pop yesterday. Inside day today, but went out at its high. So we're going to keep our eyes on that one. HUGE. I'm telling you, I have fat fingers today. Nice little breakout today. Little extra volume and a fairly strong close. Red to green or something like that. Maybe a decent trade tomorrow. And now I've got a few that are going to be potential gappers tomorrow. This is one of them. PROG, which as I'm talking, keep in mind, it's we're only 2 hours into the after hour session, so there's still 2 hours to go. But this is trading at 246, so probably right about here. And it was as high as 260 something. So obviously they had after hours news. So that's one. KNDI, potential gapper, had news in after hours. This is the daily, closed at 562. It's trading at 630 right now, was over 650 in after hours. So potential gapper, a gap and go play, some kind of this. One of the setups that we teach is a morning gap play. Possible tomorrow, right? And then the other gapper would be SENS, which is trading at 285 right now in after hours. So keep in mind, these are moving in after hours. The expectation is they'll probably gap up in the morning, but any one of these could actually open lower tomorrow. We don't know by the time pre-market starts. So anyway, that's it. Plenty to watch. I'm going to quit babbling, and we'll see everybody on Friday morning in the chat room.